Hi, this is Neville Atwood and Chris Hargrave, snowboardaddiction.com. This tutorial is designed to teach you how to carve. There's two main ways to turn a snowboard: sliding and carving. Sliding turns is the most common way of riding. It allows you to control your speed and slow down through each turn. There's a lot of friction between your board and the snow while sliding a turn, and you'll often see snow being pushed away from your board. Carving refers to turning your snowboard using only the edge shape of your board. When carving, you keep a lot of speed through your turns. It's like slicing the snow with a sharp knife. It's used for bombing runs with high-speed, clean turns. However, it's also essential in freestyle to set up for jumps and riding pipe. Carving is not something you do over the whole resort. In my own snowboarding, I'm sliding turns roughly 90% of the time and carving maybe 10%. The following steps will help you when learning to carve. Step 1. Edge stacking. You can do this inside to get the feeling of positioning your weight over your edges for carving. Start by holding on to something for balance. For your toe edge, get low by bending your knees and ankles and push your shins into the tongues of your boots. This stacks your weight over the toe edge of your board. In this position, shifting your hips forward will create edge as if you're carving. Try creating edge angle on your toe edge without holding on to anything, then do a jump forward to stop yourself from falling over. For your heel edge, get low, bending your knees and ankles, and sink your hips down towards your high backs. This stacks your weight over the heel edge. From here, lifting your toes creates edge angle for carving. Try without holding anything, then do a jump backwards to catch yourself from falling over. A key point on your heel edge is to keep your knees bent while creating edge angle. Do not straighten your legs. Practicing these two positions is going to help you find balance over your edge for carving. Step 2. Engage edge. Start on a wide groomed run with no people. Traversing is a term for riding across the run like this. You have to be able to hold a clean traverse on both your heel and toe edge. Set off in a downhill motion to get some speed. Get low, push your shins into the front of your boots to stack your weight over the toe edge, and push your hips forward to engage your edge. This is the same body position and movement as you do inside. When you engage your edge across a run like this, you should end up hitting slightly back uphill. On your heel side, get low and sink your hips down towards your high backs, stacking your weight over your heel edge. Lift your toes to engage your heel edge in the snow. You must keep your knees bent, do not straighten your legs. Ride your edge as hard as you can until it takes you back uphill. Step 3. Edge rolls. On a mellow run, try gently rolling from edge to edge without sliding your turns. Your upper body stays relatively still. Most of this action is happening with your lower body. This will give you the feeling of just your board's edge making the turns. You can see that no snow is spraying from the board during these turns, and each turn is leaving a crisp, thin line in the snow. Be sure it's a flattish run, or you'll end up picking up too much speed. Step 4. Mellow Run. When turning a snowboard, the face of a clock can be used to describe when to use your edges. When sliding turns, most of your edging is from 3 till 6 o'clock, and from 9 till 6 o'clock. To carve your turns, you need to engage your edge much earlier in each turn at the 12 o'clock point. You'll be using your edge the whole way from 12 till 6 o'clock. Start on a very mellow groomed green run. The flatter the run is, the easier it'll be to learn. Make sure it isn't too busy. You don't want to take anyone out. Pick up a little speed and engage your first edge. When you get to 6 o'clock, get low and change to your toe edge by pushing your hips forward. One of the trickiest parts of carving is learning to engage your edge very early at the 12 o'clock point, right at the top of each turn. Carve all the way around back to 6 o'clock, then get low and change back to your other edge. You can tell how good your carving is by looking back at your lines in the snow. A thin line left in the snow means you're carving clean turns. A fatter line means you're still sliding and need more practice. Step 5. Steeper run. As you improve, try carving on different runs and start to put more emphasis into each carve, making your board turn quicker. Get low, engage onto the new edge, then push through the turn. Get low, engage the downhill edge, push through the turn. On steeper runs, ride your turns all the way around until you're crossing the fall line. This will help to control your speed. Halfpipe. Riding pipe is one part of snowboarding that will really improve your skills and challenge your technique. If your local resort has a pipe, get in there on a quiet day to practice your carving. The walls on each side will slow you down, helping to control your speed so you can concentrate on just being stacked over your edge from wall to wall. Do not slide your turns to slow down. Instead, work on carving harder across the pipe, getting more and more hits. When you want to get higher, learn to pump the transitions and angle your board down the pipe a little to pick up more speed. You will need strong carving skills to be able to get out the lip of a pipe. Check out our riding pipe tutorial for more details. Jumps. You need to have strong carving skills to set up and spin from large jumps. It's one of the most common places where you'll see carving used for freestyle. Spinning backside requires a heel edge sit-up carve, followed by a toe side carve to pop from the lip. Spinning frontside uses a toe side sit-up carve, followed by a heel side carve to pop from. Spinning techniques are covered in detail in our frontside and backside spinning vids. Summary. This tutorial outlines the basics of carving, how to position yourself over your edge for balance, where to learn carving, and what you'll use carving for as you improve your riding. Even if you don't plan on getting into advanced freestyle, it's still fun to be able to rail high-speed turns on your board, especially when riding smooth, groomed runs. This is Neville Atwood and Chris Hargrave, snowboardaddiction.com.